So even though I've recorded flip-throughs and first impressions of these two decks separately, I decided to post them together because I've done them one after the other anyway, so I'm posting them together. And at the end, I also have a little bit of a mini spread / deck interview, so stick around to see my first time using these decks. I'll see you soon then. Hello and welcome to Spaceless Tarot. Today we're going to be doing something slightly different, in which I am going to open up and have flip through and first impressions of an oracle deck instead of the usual tarot decks. No, I'm not very connected to oracle decks as I am to tarot, for sure. But I only have two, I think, and I only use them about once a month. But I am willing to explore more, and there were a couple that got my attention and I decided to order. I'm not sure if I'm going to put both of them in the same video or not, or if I'm going to do a different video for each one of them. But I'm starting with this one, which is the Celtic Spirit Oracle, that some people, it's been out for a while, so there are some videos already reviewing this, although I haven't seen any of them. I just decided, I looked at it and I was buying something else and I looked at it and I decided to buy it. Again, an impulse buy. So let's see what this deck says to me, and I'll go through it with you. I'll just pause the video while I take all the wrappings. Okay, so I've taken all the wrapping out, including from the cards inside, because there was some wrapping around the cards. But just to show you the box, this is the Celtic Spirit Oracle by Nicola McIntosh. And it's by Rockpool as well. So we have 36 cards and a guidebook. And it says here, elemental beings, Celtic gods and goddesses have messages that are so subtle, like a whisper, that gets lost in our noisy way of life. A tool to aid spiritual growth from the Celts and help raise consciousness of humanity. Now it's an important time to step up and be the change that you want to see in this world. Ain't that right? So if we open, we have the guidebook here, which is a considerable size. So if we look here, the Celtic messengers, how to use the cards, and then the card meanings. This was published, by the way, in 2022. So it says here what the Celtic messengers are. They're here to help raise the consciousness of humanity. These elemental beings bring you the gift of wisdom beyond our physical realm. So, and then explains what are elementals, and then it explains about the Celts. And I think one of the reasons why I was drawn to this is because I am Portuguese, as I think I've mentioned before. And the Celts were actually in the regions of northern Portugal in particular for a long, long time. And even I think in the south, the Lusitanians, which is where everything related to Portugal comes from, it's always Luz or something. I think they were a Celtic tribe, I'm not quite sure. But they have a massive influence and they stayed in Portugal for a long time. And you can see that in the north of Portugal, and the characteristics, the physical characteristics, and I think they've done genetic studies about it. People tend to have, it's more common to have blue eyes, which is not a general kind of characteristic of the Portuguese people. And I myself have blue eyes, which is rare in Portuguese people, but they had a massive influence. And since I was a child, without even knowing this, I've always felt attracted to everything that had to do with kind of Celts in Ireland in particular, from the music, the culture. There was like this, I was always drawn to it, and that is a story for another day, I'm sure. But I have this connection that might actually be genetic with the Celts. So then moving on, so how to use the cards, and then we have a few spreads as well, which is quite cool, even the Celtic cross, obviously. And then we have the card meanings, and we have the rune and as well. So, and it does tell you how to actually say the word, which is quite nice, because sometimes it's a little bit difficult to understand how to actually pronounce these words. So we have about a page and a half, even more, and about each of the cards. And I'm assuming, yes, so it explains the symbols in the cards as well, and what the elemental is. And I can't wait, actually. I think I'm just going to read this book even without using the deck, or just not using just for when I use the deck, but actually use it as almost like getting information and learning more. Yeah, this is really exciting. I'm actually quite happy with this purchase. So I'm just going to go through the cards a little bit. I'm not going to say the names because I'm not reading the guidebook, and I'll say the names wrong if there are any kind of names that are not, like, this is oak, so it's fine. But other than that, I'm not going to chance it and for sure say it wrong. So I'm just going to go through the cards one by one. So that is the oak guardian, and then it has the 3 keywords for each one of them. So if you don't want to use the guidebook, you can always use the keywords as well. So this is the fawn, the maiden, Gwyneth, the mother nurture present, the crone, fairy godmother, the gift, shaman spiral, peace walker, tree spirit. I am loving this. I'm actually, because there's not that, it's not too much on the card, but what is there, it's full of symbolism, and the art is really, really nice as well. It's very green. The white stag, master of the hunt. Yeah, everything. And I think the guidebook says, explains a little bit what is on the card. So if we take one, I don't know, perhaps this one, a portal. So if we go and see, sorry, I was just like thinking which one do I want to see on the guidebook. So 26, let's see where number 26 is, portal. So it says, change a gateway on new beginnings. Now it's the time to step through the portal. You've done the work. You've stepped up the foundations. You've set up the foundations. Now it's time to harvest what you've planted. Stepping through the portal, your life will be forever changed for the better. Portals do not appear for everyone, so know that your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Sometimes we have given our all and start to lose energy to get to the finish line. Well, you've made it. This is the finish line, but also the start of the next path. This is exciting. Finally, a new beginning is here, and it's time to give yourself a pat on the back for all the work you have done to bring you to this junction. Everything is in alignment, and all you need to do is step through the portal to embrace what is waiting for you on the other side. Once you have stepped through the portal, there is no going back to the old. It is gone and no longer needed. This also shows that you are ready to let go of what no longer serves you. Embracing the new also means deciding that what you now need for your future. What does this new phase of your life look like? And what space have you created to let in the new? Such a high vibrational card, and one full of wonderful new possibilities coming your way. This is a lovely card. I love that I chose that one, even though I didn't know its meaning. And we have the pentagram, the hare, the green woman, the gatekeeper,
There we go. So I'm not sure how I'm going to use, oh, by the way, this is the cardstock. Let me check if I have, let me just show you, oops, just move that. They are they're about the same size of oracle cards, usual oracle cards. They seem bigger, but they are about the same size, and the cardstock is about the same as other oracle cards. And then they have this edging there, which is green, so it's all very, very green. I'm not sure how I'm going to be using this yet, but I am actually quite excited. I think I'm going to read the book first and get a sense of it, and then I think this is a deck that I'm actually going to enjoy using, and it's going to have specific uses for me. So yeah, so these are 36 cards. It's the usual shuffling. It's normal cardstock. So let me know if you actually have this and if you used it and how you used it, because with oracle cards I never know quite how to use it, but I think for this one it might be a little bit different. But let me know in the comments if you have used it and what you think of this deck, and I will see you soon. I hope this was useful. Hello and welcome to Space Dust Tarot, and once again we're going to be going through an oracle deck. I've already done a video. I'm not sure if I'm going to put them both together or separately, but I've already done a review, a flip through and first impressions of an oracle deck, and this is the second that I am doing. So I bought this after seeing some of the cards. I think it was on Instagram, and I think it was so this is by Emma Griffin. And I was just going through the reels and I saw some of the cards and I really liked some of the cards. I was like, oh, actually I want to buy that deck. And it was because I went to buy this deck that I then saw the Celtic Spirit Oracle and decided to buy this one as well. So this is the original reason why I bought the other one on a whim. So I haven't opened, as you can see. I'm just going to go through it with you for the first time, just to let you know as well. So this is called The Witch's Way Home. I think I haven't called it, said its name, and it's 44 card deck and guidebook. And I should say that the same author has a book as well that I also bought, which is also called The Witch's Way Home, and it's magic spells and rituals to lead you back to your most powerful self. So I don't know if I'm going to do a review of this book, but as you can see, I've been taking some notes and marking a few things. I haven't finished it yet. I'm going through a few, but it basically tells you all of the essentials if you want to go and kind of, as she says, go back to yourself as a witch and embrace that side of you. It's kind of like what the basics are, what color candles mean, what herbs are the most important to start with, what are the essentials, and then a few rituals and the simple spells that you can start doing. So just to let you know that there is this book as well. So as usual, I am going to pause the video. I'm going to take all the wrapping and then I'm going to go through it with you. Okay, so we are back after I've taken the wrapping around. So again, The Witch's Way Home Oracle by Emma Griffin and artwork by Roma May Design. And this is the box. And it says here a little bit about each one of them. So, and it's by Hay House. So opening it up, there's a guidebook, which is the usual size guidebook. And then we have the cards, which again are the general oracle card size. These are the backs. It's so beautiful. The backs are so beautiful. I can't wait to actually see the cards. Look at this. Just looking at this, it's quite beautiful. So the guidebook, let's see what we've got. I think this is very new as well. So I think it was just published recently. Yeah, 2025. So it's a very new one. And the dedication, and then how to use the oracle, connecting with the deck, blessing ritual, oracle readings, suggested card spreads and final words, and then the interpretation of the cards. They seem to be, yes, they seem to be in groups. So starting your path, uncovering magic from the natural world, seeking guidance from higher dimensions, and stepping into your power. And these are the power cards. So I'm not going to read the guidebook here, but oh yeah, so there's different suits, just like, you know, tarot cards. So she's divided it into different suits. That's quite cool, actually. And a little bit of a blessing ritual. And let's see, card spreads. We have the usual elemental ones as well. Crossroads spreads, 3-card spread, and some final words. And then the interpretation. Yes, okay. So, oh, and that has, so it has a little sentence about it, and then the explanation of the card, and then a journal prompt. So it has that for all of the 44 cards. And again, they are divided into suits, and these are the power cards. So earth, air, fire, and water. There we go. So let's have a look at the art in this. And I can tell you already, this is so beautiful. I'm just going to go through them. That looks a lot like the author. I think that's her. I've seen her speaking in, again, Instagram. Heal the Witch Wound, which again is on a book, by the way. This is one of the chapters of the book. Remember your gifts. That's so beautiful. Reclaim your power. Hear the whispers of your intuition. I mean, look at this. The artwork is so beautiful. It seems very empowering deck. It's almost like, yeah, it is guidance of things that you need to remember, things that about yourself and about your power. Oh, so we have here the seasons cards as well, spring and summer. The artwork is stunning. It's just so beautiful. Animal guides, familiar, and with the tarot decks there. The moon, the harvest. I mean, yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. Spirit guides, ancestors, angels, archangels, ascended masters, other dimensional beings. So these are the different suits. Then the council, so I assume that these are beings. And then we have universe, and then home witch, crone witch. I think this can be a quite empowering deck. This can be something to give you advice if you're kind of like at a crossroads or something, which is one of the spreads actually, and to kind of like go into yourself and trust yourself, or just like general advice. Trust yourself. I mean, how beautiful. Be the witch. And then we have, yes, the power cards, the earth, the air, the fire, and the water. I mean, the artwork. Look at the box. Even the box. I forgot to show you the box. Like, the inside of the box is absolutely beautiful. Welcome, beloved witch. You hold the magic. These cards are simply the key to unlocking it. I do love like the energy of this deck. So these are normal sized oracle cards, and they are fairly thick. I think they're the same thickness, but they're very soft. They are not the same size. They are thicker, or they feel thicker. And they're very, very soft to the touch, but not rose petal kind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a card by chance and I'm going to read what it says in the guidebook. So this one is number 16, Animal Guides. So let's see. I'm just seeing which suit. So the Animal Guides is for uncovering the magic from the natural world. And Animal Guide says, be open, be patient, be present. This card, adorned with a multitude of animals representing the diversity of life, carries a powerful message urging you to embody the qualities of openness, patience, and presence as you navigate your journey. Be open to the messages and guidance that the universe is sending your way. Just as animals instinctively respond to the subtle cues of their environment, trust your intuition and remain receptive to the signs and synchronicities unfolding around you. Have patience as you move through life's challenges and transitions. Like the steady pace of a tortoise or the graceful flight of a bird, progress at your own rhythm, trusting that everything is unfolding with divine timing. Embrace the present moment fully, just as animals do in their natural habitats. Whether you find yourself soaring through the sky, exploring the depths of the ocean, or walking the Earth's surface, immerse yourself in the beauty and wonder of the here and now. Let the wisdom of the animal kingdom guide you on your path, and embrace the journey with an open heart and a receptive spirit. And the journal prompt is, consider how you can incorporate the qualities of openness, patience, and presence into your daily life. Write about insights or intentions that arise from this reflection and how you can deepen your connection to the natural world moving forward. That's great. And actually, I went to see what the suit was, but it does say here at the end. So yeah, I'm actually very curious about this. And I think this is one of those that you use when you just need a moment of stillness and to kind of connect to yourself and receive a message, something that you need to hear. I think I'm gonna explore this deck a little bit like that. And yes, so let me know. Again, this is a very new deck. Let me know if you actually have it or not, and what you think of it and how you're using it, because it's so beautiful. I'm really excited to work with it a little bit more and expand more into the oracle world whilst continuing with the tarot world as well. So I hope this was useful for you. If you're thinking about buying an oracle deck, and if you are feeling an inkling, or if you are a witch, or if you're thinking about going in that path, this might be quite a gentle and good way of starting to get involved with that, along with the book as well that comes with it. But I don't think, I bought both. You don't need to buy both. They're completely independent of each other. But I think they're kind of, for me, I want to have both of them and use them in different ways. But this, yeah, I'm excited about this. So thank you, and I hope that was useful, and I'll see you soon. Now, just an add-on that after I've flipped through the deck, I decided to do what I do with all of my tarot decks and ask what is the first message of the deck for me, and also decided, okay, let me ask the deck, if I'm wondering how I'm going to use it, let me ask the deck how I should use it. So it's kind of like a mini deck interview, and I kid you not, these two cards came up, and I know they are number 30 and 31, but I did jumper cards and there was a lot of shuffling in between, so it's not like they were stuck together and I just pulled them and they were still not shuffled enough. So the first message, and I can give you a snapshot of what it says in the guidebook. Look at this, and consider my background. Consider that I have a scientific background in space science and in planetary science. And this is the universe card that says you are held and supported and your life is abundant. So this is the first message for me. And it says, it's a reminder that you are intricately woven into the fabric of the cosmos. supported by the infinite energy that flows through every star, planet, and celestial being, which I think is amazing. So appreciate the vastness of the universe, you know, a connection that you have with the universe and the opportunities and the resources and the supports. Trust in the support of the universe and embrace the synchronicities and serendipities. I think this is a beautiful, absolutely beautiful first message of the deck for me, and very in line with my background, so it really resonates with me. And this is from the Seeking Guidance from Higher Dimensions deck. And then actually this one is from suit, sorry, not deck, suit. And this one is from the Stepping Into Your Power suit, actually. So how should I use you? And it says connect with the cosmic witch. So, and it says as well, embrace the cosmic duality. And this is great because I have these two very different sides of me. So the deck talks about the darkness and the light and how you need to use both, and they're both useful, and you need to unite them and explore them both and accept them both. But this is also like, I have this duality in me because I have the scientist and the very proof-based kind of, experimental and, actual lab-based telescopes, scientific approach, but then I have the spiritual side, and a lot of the times they come into conflict, and I'm trying to embrace both of them, and also the witch sides. So this is kind of like the duality of even it doesn't have to be the light and the dark, but it can be the duality that exists in you that we all have, and it can be any kind of duality. So I think this is a beautiful message. This is a beautiful kind of way of saying, how should I use the deck? Maybe explore more a little bit of the witch side, and let me see if it does actually achieve balance. Yes. Trusting your ability, step into your power with confidence and courage, trusting your ability to harness the forces of the universe to manifest your desires and fulfill your destiny. And then the journal prompt is to consider how you can embrace both darkness and light, but in it doesn't have to be darkness and light. It can be any duality within you. So I think this kind of, even the fact that it has cosmic witch and I have a cosmic cosmochemistry actually background, PhD, and then the witch side, I think it's an excellent duality. So yes, so I think this is a deck that will allow me to explore more of that connection with spirituality, with the universe, and with my witchy side, which is a wonderful message for me. So yes, and now I will start doing this with all of my oracle decks as well, every time that I get one. So this is an example of what this deck has already brought me, a lot of insights, and I'm very, very excited to use it. So I have done what is now my practice of, whenever I get an oracle deck, to ask what the first message is for me, and also how I should use it. And the first message was the heart's center, connection, love, and receiving. So this is from the Celtic Spirit Oracle. And it says, it basically speaks about your heart center is where you connect with your external environment. And it does ask these questions. Ask yourself how good you are at receiving. Okay, I am working on it. Do you take compliments well? Yes, also working on it. Do you ask for help when you need it, or say yes when it's offered? Again, working very hard on it, but I'm not great at it yet, but I am working on it. So it's kind of like, okay, I get it. Message received. Thank you very much. It's an interesting, I like this. I like the fact that it's kind of in your face, kind of making me think about it again, and if I'm working well enough about these issues that I have, because these are issues that I have. I like as many other people that grew up that had to become adults very quickly. I'm too independent. I'm very difficult. I don't accept. I mean, now I'm learning to accept help and ask for help, and it's a work in progress. So I do love how it kind of reminded me of the work that I am doing. And then when I asked for how I should use it, so the card is Celestial, it says Cosmos, Creation, and Spiral, again, Cosmos, which is, it's great, and Celestial, which is great considering my background. So it says the spiral was important symbol for the Celts, symbolizes many things, but movement and constant spinning of cycles, and the stars in the night sky. The North Star was believed to be the location of what they termed as heaven. So it talks about having no beginning and no ending. And then it asks, what are you about to create? What do you need in order to make it happen? And how will you continue to keep it moving? To keep something moving, it needs a consistent flow of energy, a sustainable force. So in drawing these cards, you may be asked to look at what drives your momentum and if it's sustainable, and if you can keep everything moving. And then it has also a sentence that I quite like that says, just as we draw energy from the earth, so too can we draw upon the energies from above us. Other realms, the moon, the stars, the sun, all the energies that we can work with, keeping in mind that we are made from stardust. Absolutely love the message. So yes, I think this one is a little bit of guidance about like my path ahead and the things that I intend to do, and it might help me kind of see if I am, and help me draw energy and help from several sources, and to see if it's the path and if I'm giving it enough attention as well. So yes, loving this first 2 cards from the Celtic Spirit Oracle.